See who will be arrested after miracles, Abuaji. See who will be arrested next after miracles, Abuaji. Expose. See who would be arrested after miracles, Abuaji. It's very simple. Now, my brother, my sister, how many of us know miracles, Abuaji? Now, Miracles Abuaji is a communicator for his party, the NPP. This is the gentleman. He was born in 1985. He speaks very well. I admire him in so many different areas. Recently, we were told by IOCO, that's the Economic and Organized Crime Office, that he has been fingered after investigating him for a 55 million Ghana cedi fraud and theft. This is Miracles Abuaji. He was returning into the country and he was nabbed by the authorities and handed over to IOCO. And then the investigations continued. Many people came on the streets, dancing. Some were half drunk, some were drunk to stupor, and it came out that they were actually bribed to come on the streets to support this guy here called Miracles Abuaji. Many did not even know who was in there, in the offices of IOCO, and they were out there to demonstrate for. Some said it was even Raymond Archer, and some were so blunt to tell us that they only came there to take the bribe money so they could go eat some banku. We also saw a gentleman who had parked his car with alcohol, sachet alcohol, and it was suspected that this gentleman was going to be sharing it amongst the ghetto people who they had brought out on the street to come and demonstrate in order to see this man freed in one way or the other. After he was granted bail, he moved straight back into the ghetto to thank the people who came out. My brother, my sister, but this is what politicians are good for. They only remember us ghetto people when elections are coming or when they are in opposition. Right after when they grab power, oh my God, the first thing they do is to change their phone numbers. The second thing they do is to bring security men around their homes and we cannot even get near them. Or better still, build other houses away whose addresses will never be disclosed. This is the guy called Miracles Abuaji. He's a very good communicator. He went to school in Swedro and he has grabbed a number of academic accolades to his credit. Young as he is, it is for us to say, oh, congratulations. Now, Miracles is almost going to jail. Nothing is going to stop Miracles Abuaji from going to jail. And no one will say it here. It is the oracle speaking. They will go to jail. Miracles Abuaji has been fingered in a 55 million Ghana cedi fraud and theft. He's been taken around to identify properties that IOCO fingered belong to him. Some of them, he told IOCO, oh, this is a family land. We are not interested in who owns the land. We are interested in the building that is sitting on the land as well. Who put up this building? My brother, my sister, a number of houses are on the list of IOCO. And at the end of the day, Miracles Abuaji has a tall list to answer to. How did Miracles get here? Very simple. Now, Miracles was the executive director, executive secretary, executive whatever of a certain outfit called Interministerial what on decentralization. When politicians want to steal, they bring long names like that. Before you finish pronouncing them, they have finished stealing and they have run away. That was where he was put. He was there for 2 years. And in the 2 years, according to prosecutors and investigators, this man allegedly stole so much money, laundered so much money, misappropriated so much money to the tune of about 55 million Ghana cedis. When they left office in disgrace, the biggest political disgrace in the history of our country's politics, my brother, my sister, investigation started. A new man was posted there. And when he looked at the documents, oh, the Auditor General also came in, slapped a report on Ghana, and it came out that it was necessary to take the binoculars into the activities of this man, right there at the so-called interministerial blah, 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 on decentralization. And it came out that brother here has allegedly been busy stealing for the 2 years that he was there. Now, Iyoko picked him up. That was what happened at the demonstration. We saw so many people on the streets. It came out that they were bribed, my brother, my sister. And this tells us a very important story. That yes, these people are only interested in us when it comes to their own interests. Now, moving away from that, come here. Come here. Now watch this. Now, this guy here called Miracles Abuaji granted an interview to Asempa Radio, to a very good brethren of ours, a colleague of ours called Obi. And in that interview, he decided to address me. I am glad that some of these people are ready to come to the bargaining table, so we will trade ideas and trade intellectual thoughts. What did he say on Obi's show about Black Rasta? Now remember, we had said that there was a day he was supposed to report at Iyoko, and he was not able to make it. And we were asking the rhetorical questions. Did he dodge Iyoko? Was he on his way, on the run again? Or what really was the case? He didn't seem to be happy about it. And this was what he had to say on Obi's show. Watch this.
Campaigning for a national officer position. My only question to you, Emre Miracles, but now I say or no, are you interested in national position? Why the U-turn?
Obi, before I make a crown, Makai, Obi send a video of my Black Rasta. Obi, Miss Channel, on to the boss. Why? My name is Pakwa or this anime man. But yes, sir, you see, Black Rasta, we are all citizens. So when you treat fellow citizens like this, you don't know when it will be your turn. And you would feel exactly what people feel. Me video be or say Wednesday was a Thursday na man call and I say Obi, it's not true. I was at Yoko on Wednesday. That was a day after my release. Me free hono. You know, say the next time I should come is Friday. Into me na almost sending me message. Say, I think it was the same Wednesday na almost sending me message. Say, member a friend is saying, I say good evening, Dennis. This is no Bonidin from Yoko. Please, you have to report at the Yoko office tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thank you. And I'm saying good evening, I'm Bonidin. As you mentioned Friday, I have scheduled an appointment with my doctor for tomorrow, and I'm not too sure when that will end. So if we can stick to Friday, or otherwise, I will finish in time, and I'll check if I can still come. Into me, we are pet. And I'm saying, no, say sure. And I'm saying, very well. Do I have to come with my lawyers? And I say, yes, you can come with them. And I'm saying, okay. Into me, I think around 3 something. And I'm saying, doctor's appointment. And I'm saying, no. And I'm saying, me you into member. And I'm saying, me man be 5 minutes or be friend back. Me one of friend back those you want in the boss akasa. No see your share time now. By the time I may do one cry na dey asa. Into member Friday. How does it become?
Johnny.
I mean, where did Black Rasta get this from? And now we see, omo the kind of journalism of Black Rasta mo. They say it with so much confidence and passion. So we see now we feel the can no crap. But we try to complete. Into try we try ya, we ni mo hwe ya okay. What that would be that? Why can't we have a democracy where people speak to issues? Obi, me tem bia make say bia me can document aba. Come document aba. And only chesha me dey me party for. And that is one of the main reasons why I think I am the best fit for the communication director role for the MPP. Because at this crucial time, Obi. Inti, I believe say baby no. We are not dealing only with Kenal people. We are dealing with principalities and powers.
Baby, we are not dealing with carnal people. We are dealing with principalities and power. Maybe I'm a principality. Maybe I'm a power. My brother, my sister, you heard what the gentleman said. To those who do not speak Akan, he said that I said he was supposed to report to Iyoko, and he didn't make it. And I was lying because he had called Iyoko to tell Iyoko that he was on the way to Iyoko after he had already told them that he had a doctor's appointment. Around 3:30, in his own words, he called Iyoko, and probably Iyoko asked him, "Where are you?" And he told them, "By the time you would arrive here, we would have closed." My brother, my sister, and for that matter, it was postponed to the following day, Friday, which, in his own words, he said was the original arrangement. My brother, my sister, now ending this, he said, Black Rasta does a kind of journalism where he speaks with confidence. And if you're not careful, you might think that he's speaking the truth, but it's all lies and falsehood. And that if we do this kind of journalism, we should not be surprised when the tables turn. This is their favorite phrase now. When it is my turn at the receiving end. Well, the good thing is that I am not afraid at anything called receiving end. We were doing this when you guys were in power. You never saw anything wrong with the kind of journalism Black Rasta did all these years until you are the receiving end. When that guy, your president, was in power, we did the same thing. What did you do? We are clean like the whistle. So when we speak for the ghetto. When we speak for the ordinary Ghanaian. You can't touch us. We are absolutely untouchable. It doesn't matter whether you are a principality or a power or a demon or a dwarf. That is what we want the politicians to know. Black Rasta has been like this from time immemorial. Tell me one time when Black Rasta was not like this. Speaking truth to power. My hallmark is truth. There's nothing I say that is not the truth. My brother, my sister, if you said you had an appointment with Iyoko for Friday, why did Iyoko call you on Thursday to come? But you were so humble, you said, okay, no problem, I'll come the following day, but no problem. This was Wednesday, he said they called him, and he said, oh, you come on Thursday after his doctor's appointment. And according to him, after the doctor's appointment, he called them and wanted to come, but they looked at the whole thing and realized that, oh, by the time he arrived, it would have been over for work. So they agreed that he should come the following day. What did we say that was false? He was supposed to meet Iyoko. He said he was not too well, so he was going to see his doctor. And then he was not able to make it at the time that we were running this. And we said that if the next day he didn't come, he would be rearrested by Iyoko. Simple. Where did we go wrong? My brother, my sister, now, I get very, 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 very disturbed when people keep telling you that it will be your turn soon. It will be your turn soon. Or when we come to power. Or when the tables turn. When will the tables turn? When you were in power, the tables did not turn. Now that you're out of power, tables are all of a sudden going to start turning. Is it a swivel chair or a swivel table? What really is it? We are not scared by these little boys who go around peddling nothing but politics. We have grown beyond politics. Okay? We have grown beyond politics. That is why I will never be a politician. I don't eat from no politician's pot. For that matter, when I speak my mind, I speak my mind with all confidence. When we started following the truth, some of them were not even born. I'm telling you, brethren, we have always stuck to the truth. That is what Ghana knows us for. The truth, absolutely. When you hear it from Black Rasta, you can go to sleep because you know that this is the truth. In fact, if I existed in the days of the Bible, I am sure that there would be a book called Black Rasta. Oh yes, there will be a book in my name. I grew up with a number of people who have gone ahead to be corrupt. They have everything that is mondial. Everything that is tangible. But my brother, my sister, we have stuck to the truth. That is why politicians can't touch us. When we speak with the truth. Nothing more. But let us leave miracles aside and go deeper into this. Now, the gentleman he had the interview with is called Obi. I hear the Obi there is Osei Bonsu. He's a gentleman that I've not encountered that much. I'm not too sure if at the time I was with Media General, he was around, but his show was handled by Kaba at the time. My brother, my sister, he's a fine gentleman. I don't follow him because I normally don't have the time. Maybe at the same time, I am on radio myself. I'm not too sure. But I chance upon his videos every now and then, and I think he's a brilliant guy. Oh yes, this OB guy. Then it came out that he's a lawyer. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's why he's able to articulate some of those things so brilliantly like that. He's hosting a political show. He's called Obi. He's quite popular, maybe famous. I like that. Then I decided to dig a little bit into this guy who sat with Obi for an interview, Miracles Abuaje. And I realized something interesting. When Miracles Abuaje was arrested by Yoko, you know his lawyer? It was this same gentleman here called Obi. So that is lawyer and alleged criminal, alleged thief, alleged fraudster, sitting down to have an interview. So what? So it sounds more like an arranged kind of discussion. This is my client. He's probably paying me for my services. You understand? Unless we are told that he's doing it pro bono. Now he sits down with this gentleman here who is supposed to be his lawyer. So he gives him the chance to say whatever he wants to say in an interview that might be arranged. Because a man who is paying you to push the brand, when they sit in front of you, it will be very difficult for you to probe and punch unless you are a demon like me or a principality like me. My brother, my sister, this is Obi. He is this guy's lawyer. He represented him at Iyoko. Can I tell you more? Now, the next person who is going to be arrested by Iyoko, this guy is his lawyer too. Can I show who he is? Come here. Run it. This is the next guy. Iyoko is picking him up anytime soon. You know who he is? Do you know who he is? He's called Godfellow. Day. Have you seen him before? Have you seen him before? When Miracles Abuaje was arrested, it went viral that this was the guy who was sneaking in there with food to go and give Miracles Abuaje at Iyoko. Can I show you the video? Run the video. That's the gentleman. Quickly going in there. You see? This is the Iyoko office. He walked in there. You saw him move so quickly. MCR, work it out and let's see if you can slow down the video so we can see him walking in there quietly. Not that fast. Good. That's him. Carrying food to Miracles Abuaje. They share the same lawyer. They belong to the same party. This is the guy. His name is Goodfellow Day. To those who don't know him, run the dossier. Watch this. Dodo, Shege and Boruba. Goodfellow Day Affair is a Ghanaian marketing communications executive, political aide, and corporate strategist. He is well known in Ghanaian media and political circles for his associations with prominent NPP figures. Did you hear that? He serves as the marketing communications director for Game Park Limited, a prominent lottery and gaming company operating in Ghana. He acts as a key political strategist, an aide to Samia Wuku. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Aide to Samia Wuku, the Director General of the then Director General of the National Lottery Authority, NLA. Are you coming with me? Do you get it? This is Sami Ewuku's aide. Sami Ewuku. This is his aide. And Sami used to be at the NLA in the Nana Addo regime. Now, there was a gentleman who in Kumasi is simply known as British lawyer. He was the one who originally was earmarked for the NLA position to go there and take over that thing. He said, me, I'm a Christian. I cannot be seen to be doing gambling. Therefore, I will not want to go there. You know who that guy is? The British lawyer. My brother, my sister, Aduma Kubefi. This is the guy. British lawyer. They call him in Kumasi. Recently, he descended on some members of his party. He had to be begged to slow down. And he said, baby, I don't want to do gambling. But Sami Awuku went in there, maybe to serve God and country. He got in there. And this was his aid. They are still close. He's close to people like Nanabi. There are photos of them together. That's him. He's called Goodfellow Day. My brother, my sister, run the dossier. Let's go deeper into this guy. Now, he acts as a political aide to this gentleman here called Sami Awuku. Yeah, he frequently represents or speaks on matters related to political campaigns, particularly within the Ekropong constituency. He graduated with a master's degree in energy and sustainable development from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in 2017. His postgraduate studies were backed by the GNPC Foundation Scholars Program. Oh yes. And he previously worked as a research assistant for the Parliament of Ghana. Research assistant, Parliament of Ghana. He frequently makes headlines in mainstream Ghanaian entertainment and political journalism due to his visibility around high-profile persons, institutions, and so on and so forth. This is the guy we are talking about. His name is Goodfellow Day. He was the guy who carried food to Miracle Sabuachi. And he himself is being investigated heavily by Iyoko. Can I tell you more? Can I tell you more? Come here. Watch this. Dash. Now, my brother. Obi Osei Bonsu is a fine gentleman. I have no issues with him at all. Obi is the lawyer for Miracle Sabuaji. Lawyer for Day. Now, Iyoko has been investigating this Goodfellow guy for some time. It came to a time Iyoko realized that this guy is a very dangerous guy. He has allegedly stolen so much money under the watch of Samia Wuku and all those other people that he probably worked with at the NLA and even beyond. So when Iyoko got very satisfied that no, this guy is a criminal, let us deal with him. You know what happened next? And the guy himself, realizing the amount of evidence put before him, he probably started to shiver. Hey, Erade. Hey, Iyoko fue omuni abriu. So guy no there, you see a friend no capo no. Hey, obekum nipa. Yeah, Erade. If he could speak Hebrew like Chairman Wontumi, I'm sure he would have spoken that. All of a sudden, he told his lawyer, Obi, the interviewer on Asempa, go and talk to Iyoko. I want to travel and go and visit my family. And Obi approached Iyoko. My client, Godfellow, he wants to travel abroad and visit his family. So why are you telling us? Because you know why? Iyoko had been quick to put him on the stop list. Did they try and they realized that he was on the stop list? Or how did it happen? Now they have to go to Iyoko for Iyoko to be able to take off the stop list for this guy called Godfellow to fly out of the country. Iyoko said, no. We have too much on you. We have concluded our investigation on you. It's left with something small. We will push it out. You go and stand trial. After you stand trial, you can go to Afghanistan if you want. If you want, you can go to Fabayina Betumi Chok. Nobody cares. My brother, my sister. This is the connection between Miracle Abuaji on one side, alongside Godfellow, and then their lawyer. So Miracles comes out. And the first place he probably goes to is his lawyer's platform. And he sits down for an arranged interview. Paid for interview. And then he gets the whole mileage to run his mouth. Yet when he goes to Iyoko, he's always begging. My brother, my sister, again, I would be surprised if Miracles Abuaji doesn't go to jail. The same way Wontumi is in there, running diarrhea as we speak. He's running diarrhea. Simple. The next person after this guy here called Abuaji Miracles to be nabbed and take it from me authoritatively is this little bad fellow here called good fellow. A bad fellow who is a good fellow. We are waiting. I am so excited at the work the Attorney General and his deputies and cronies are doing. Ghana is working again. This is what we've been crying for all this while. You are under serious investigation. You realize what prosecutors have against you so heavy. You probably want to be the next Ken Oforiatta, like Hanan, who we are told was trying to do. No, the borders are locked. The only way you can leave this country is to see Obinim, who will give you some of his powers to become a snake. And then you can. You heard it here first. And how many times have we told you, this is the next person, and it happened? Have we ever failed? To the point of telling you who judges are going to be abroad and here. To the point of going into houses and bringing you CCTV coverage. You dread. And to Miracles Abuaje, bring him here. Come here. Bro, you are my younger brother. I'm about 11 years older than you. If I was a family member of yours, you'd be calling me big bro. And if you were a Nordner, before you speak to me, you bow like this and say, Mjale. That notwithstanding, let's put the culture aside. You are in trouble. You are in trouble. Hey, the table can turn as many times as possible. You are in trouble. The die has been cast. The next is for you to cross the Rubicon. And I'm happy when I hear that people are at last going to account for their stewardship. That's what we paid you to do. We paid you with the taxpayers' money to serve us. It's time for accountability. Dash my way. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. Story number 2. Watch this. Dodo. Sick, in quotes. Wontumi brought to court again from prison for more charges. We told you. My brother, as for Wontumi, he's finished. Wontumi will return if he doesn't get clemency, presidential pardon, or political interruptions. When I, Black Rasta, would be 72 years old. Wontumi will return when he's 70 years. No tears for Wontumi. Hi! Today, his confused lawyer, that guy who was an MP somewhere, lost and whatever. I don't follow politics. I'm not a politician. My brother, my sister, Andy Apiakubi. That's his name. My brother, my sister, he was representing Wontumi. A couple of times he pulled out. They brought in Atachia. Atachia went in there. Not even his shiny bald head could shine enough to glitter in the dark spaces of Wontumi. They slapped him with a 20-year jail term. Yesterday was the first day he was in jail. He prayed all night. And early this morning, he ran to authorities again. He's diabetic. And if he's not taken out, he will die. Taken out to where? Diabetes. Do you know the cancer your activities gave to people? Do you know how many people, my brother, my sister, are in narrow graves because of your nasty activities? And those who followed him around, hailing him on Charmaine, Benghazi. When he was in school, he was called Benghazi. My brother, my sister, dash my way and come here. That's him and his lawyer. The lawyer who abandoned him a couple of times. Emotional lawyer. Finally was in court. And you know what he went to court to do? To adjourn. To ask for an adjournment. For whatever reason. Whilst he was asking for adjournment, Wontumi himself arrived at the courthouse in the prison van. And when he arrived, you should have seen how he was walking. That's the prison van. That's the prison van. You see the prison van? Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Prison services. Come in. Bam. And then Wontumi was in there. My brother, my sister, dash it away. He arrived. Lawyer was shocked. He has come to tell the court that his client will not be here. They are trying to adjourn the whole thing. And all of a sudden, the client appeared. Why? Don't they have any communication? Are they not talking to each other? Do they not know that this is what is supposed to be happening? You should have seen Wontumi in court. I've been advised not to show the footages. My brother, my sister, Wontumi was walking like a snail on heat. You know how snailish, sluggish a snail is? When it's on heat, it becomes sexier and it moves as if it's going to eat cabbage. Wontumi is so good at that, pretends I am sick. And he's only sick when he is supposed to be accountable. Such an irresponsible boy. When Iyoko picked him up, all of a sudden he developed coccidiosis. Anytime you arrest Wontumi, he has a disease that cannot be found even in the medical dictionary. One day at Nsawam, he's already running to the authorities telling them that he's heavily diabetic. When I heard it, I said, get him his diabetes medicine there. Does he know the number of people with cancer? Cancer that they got from his activities. Do they know how many families have lost so many members because of these nefarious activities? My brother, until we get really accountable for our actions, this nation will never move forward. Ghanaians are so empathetic, and I'm choosing my words very carefully. They have gone beyond sympathy. They are now in the realm of empathy. They are so empathetic. Oh, this man is in trouble. Even though he has killed 1 million people. Oh, look at how he's suffering. Oh, he's here, he's sweating. Oh, his mouth has even curved to the other side. Oh, nyaminti mumanonka. Yamfama nyame. Yamfama nyame. Before he went to jail, he was running his mouth. He had done nothing wrong. And he got innocent people from Nima, Ashaiman, that they gave Apeteshi, and we, and 100 cities too, to come and risk their lives on the hot streets of Accra. If the police had gotten trigger happy and they fired shots, Wontumi's daughter or son will not be amongst the dead. Miracles, Abuaje's family members will not be part of this. All the NPP guys arrived in V8s. We, the ghetto youth, we arrived there in Legedi's Benz. The Benz of the leg. Legedi's Benz. When they are firing and people are dying, you know the names you hear? Mahamudu Al-Hassan. Oh, Abuaje Miracles was detained at Iyoko, and then there was a demonstration which turned violent, and the police had to contain the situation by firing tear gas and then a few live rounds, which saw 6 people dead. Now, amongst the dead are, number 1, Mahmoud Al-Hassan. Number 2, Abdul Rafiq Qasim. Number 3, Abongo Azukuku. Number 4, Ibrahim Kayode. Number 5, Dantani Alamisi. Number 6, Geoffrey Atinga Asure. You won't find any Mensa Ekwe Akunde. You will not find anybody that has a name that is not synonymous with the ghettos. They are all the ghetto youth that they bring. Yet when they win, all the monies and all the largesse, they keep to themselves and their families. Yet every time they need people to misbehave, it is the Ibrahim Kasims, it is the Muhammad Labarans, Dantani, Alamise, Lamehe, Apanzo. These are the people that they pick up to follow these idiots. Why should I follow a political idiot? Look at the houses they are building. Look at the mansions. Go to Nima. Wallahi, somebody's house, there's a gutter passing in the middle of the house. In Nima, when they are giving you a direction, they use smell. Nima, unka bihaka. Wallahi kaji when wari ala shegen wari when bangida na bayan nan akwani mutum farfare sunan shi aponzo nka ganshi kanshi kaman kwakwa nka bi bayan no kaji wari kuma wari to wajin there. In our community, we direct people using smell. Ufaha, ubeti sebi o tefi. Ebon pa, ebon. Ufawa, frafrani bi o efra na ponzo. Mitise eyi. Airtight trunk. Titi airtight trunk no. Ufaha, ubeti bium. Ebon, Smell is what gives us direction in the ghetto. When we are sick, we die in polyclinics. Whilst you are in the hospital, my brother, whilst you are in the hospital, you see wall geckos having sex right there on the walls. Have you seen 2 wall geckos having a doggy style before? Maybe we should start calling it gecko style. In the hospitals, my brother, my sister, in the ghettos, in the night, you hear in the cities, rats are having sex all over the place. Yet these politicians are in hospitals in London, Brixton, Manchester. They are in New York City, the Big Apple. They are right there, my brother, there in California, there in Washington, D.C. Me and you, we are dying here in Nima, with rats having doggy style in the ceilings of the hospital. Why should I have mercy for diabetes when my people are dying from cancer? You see, no mercy for the cripple, let alone the Alanta. So we are in the EU Alanta, immediately a cripple Apache. He wants sympathy from people. Sympathy. To Justice Audrey Kokuvite, please, I would like to meet you. And all I just want to say is thank you for all the good works you've been doing. I've not followed you for long, but I've read a bit about you. I want to meet you. I just want to say thank you. When it comes to my 10, and I have to go in for 6 million years, please have no mercy on me. It's the Black Pot.